Hi, my name is Frank, and I'm a leader. I'm Frank Lichtenberg, and I'm the CEO of INVENSITY. But being a CEO doesn't make me a leader. What makes me a leader is that I look for people, that I look for talents who want to foster change, want to initiate change to make this world a better place. And if you listen to me for the next 10 minutes, I will tell you what leadership has to do with change. Follow me. We at INVENSITY, we do believe that technology can help us to make this world a better place. With technology, we want to improve the life of each and everyone on this planet. And this is our vision. This is why we're working every day. And so we help, as a technology consulting company, our customers to use technologies to produce better solutions, to produce better products, and to find a way to make this world a better place. But to do so, we need change. Our customers need change. We need to evolve. We need to learn. We need to grow. So what is the thing that you need when you want to foster change? You need leadership. And this is why I want to talk about leadership at INVENSITY. I won't talk much about INVENSITY because you're all grown up. Go on our website www.invensity.com and find the information about us. I want to talk about leadership. So leadership has something to do with change, but what is it? Leadership is the only method we know so far that foster and initiate change. So it's all about change. Let's write this down. Change reminds me of Barack Obama, this well-known American president who said, yes, we can. We can change. And he changed the United States. He changed the world. So how can we embrace change in a company? What do you do to bring change in a company and to live on? The solution is leadership. So to us, leaders, they are a method, a model, not a position, but a role, to bring new ideas and to bring new inspiration in the company. But where do leaders come from? I will show you. There are three well-known theorems on this planet. And I can tell you in advance, we don't believe in the first two of them. The first one is that leaders are born. It is the oldest idea so far. It is as long as mankind lived on this planet. It goes back to the caveman years. This means the strongest person in a tribe is the leader. And people still believe in this leaders are born. They believe that there's some special ingredients in the genetic code that goes from the father to, for sure, the first son. We don't believe in this anymore. We don't believe in monarchies. We don't believe in dynasties. But still, if you ask around on this planet, still 80% believe that leaders are born. They no longer think that there is a monarchy where something special is passed from the father to the son, but they believe that once in a lifetime, every 100 years, there is somebody born with special abilities that will be the leader. They talk about Steve Jobs. They talk about Elon Musk. They talk about bad examples, Hitler or Napoleon. We don't believe that genetic code defines leadership. Genetic code defines abilities you're born with. So you could either be lucky or not. But even the best abilities on this planet, they don't define you as a leader. Because you can use these abilities or you don't. Second example, second theorem is leaders are made. We don't believe in this either. So what does it say? This is the idea of the big business schools like Stanford and Harvard and all these well-known schools. They say, please apply to us and then wire us a crazy amount of money and we will teach you to become the top of the top, the secret 1% on this planet. But leadership isn't teachable. You can learn about leadership. You can grow. You can become better. But teaching isn't defining leadership. This is something really important. You can learn your whole life to be a leader, but sometimes you never turn into a leader because you need the third step. And this is what we believe in. Theorem number 3. Leaders make themselves. To be a leader, first you have to make the active decision to become a leader. And if you do so, from that moment on, you can take teaching and enablement, and you can look on the abilities you're born with, and you can grow them, and you can foster them. But as long as you don't decide to become a leader, you will never be a leader. So the question is, who can decide to be a leader? And the crazy thing is, we do believe each and every one of us can decide to be a leader or not. So being a leader or not being a leader is an active decision. It is a choice, it is a role, and it's not a position. So leadership has nothing to do with positioning, it has nothing to do with hierarchy, it has everything to do with your decision to become a leader. The question is, how do you decide to become a leader? And it's quite simple. It is not by saying, I want to have this nice corner office. It is not by saying, I want to drive the big car. Because then you're only focusing on potential gains that some of the leaders have, and you forget about everything that you have to do, that you have to put into the system, so that you become a better leader over time. So what is it that the leader is doing every day? The question of what? To me, the answer is quite simple. A leader has to do a lot of things, but if you focus on the main 3 things, I will tell you. The first one is establish direction. A leader is somebody who tells you in which direction to go. To be honest, he's not telling, he starts going. And either people following him or not. So he or she establishes direction. This is the first what of a leader. The second is a leader aligns people. Because if you are somebody who's fostering change, who's establishing change, who's initiating change in your environment, a lot of things are going on. And people, they are following you, but they want to be independent. Maybe they want to become leaders themselves. So there's a lot of movement going on. And this movement is good because you're focusing on change. So a leader is somebody who aligns people, who brings them together, who tells some of them, oh, listen, you're a little bit to the right and you're a little bit to the left. Please, this is the direction we are going. Keep focusing. And the last one is enable colleagues. So what is enablement? Enablement is helping people, is coaching people, is making people achieving things they couldn't think of achieving before or without you. And I have written colleagues on this whiteboard because leadership has nothing to do with hierarchy. So it's not your team or the people below you that you enable. You enable the people around you, your colleagues, the people you work with every day. How do you enable people? It is quite simple. You start with two simple questions. What are you doing at the moment? And how can I help? By these two questions, you change from an employee into a leader. Because you're no longer focusing what's on your plate, but you're focusing on how others can achieve better results. David Foster Wallace once said this well-known quote, "Real leaders are people who help us overcome the limitations of our own individual selfishness and laziness and weakness and fear, and get us to do better, harder things than we can get ourselves to do on our own." So if you want to become a leader, if you want to foster change, start this mission, start this way, and maybe start this way with INVENSITY. Thank you so much.